Good afternoon, dear students. It's me Malohat again with you. Dear students, today at our lesson, we will talk about how to love your job. When one asks me the question, who is the happiest person in the world? Without any doubt, I would answer that the happiest person in the world is the one who hurries his work in the morning and his home in the evening. Dear students, how do you think? Who hurries his work in the morning? The one who loves his job. So that is why in our following slides, we will talk about how to love your job. Here we go. Everyone wants to be that person who is always raving about how great their job is. Unfortunately, no one likes their job 100% of the time. But there are ways to enjoy and be grateful for your job instead of hating it. Getting more satisfaction from your job. With a job you hate, love, or are indifferent to, it can be difficult to remember the good portions of it and the reasons you have to be grateful for the job. Practicing gratitude about your job can make it easier to cope with it if you hate it, and remind you of all its excellent qualities when you are more positive towards it. Find at least one bright spot. Even if it's an especially difficult job to like, having at least one bright spot to look forward to during your workday can make all the difference, even if this bright spot happens to be your lunch hour. The step goes beyond simply finding things to be grateful for. If you dread going to work in the morning, focus on that bright spot so that you can convince yourself into being more excited for work. Look at the skills and the knowledge you are gaining. Perhaps now you have experience dealing with a difficult boss, or you are more effective at time management because the job has forced you to be creative. There is an opportunity to gain insight in every position you have, whether that position is high or low. Even if the only insight you gain is that you don't like the job. Focus on the importance of the work itself. Figure out why the work you do is important and what your presence means to your place of employment. There is always something that you bring to the table, even if it's only your strong work ethic and quick sandwich making skills. Be realistic. You are not going to love or even enjoy every single second of your workday or every single task that you are asked to do. If you are pushing yourself to love your work, regardless of the more difficult aspect, you will be more likely to find yourself dwelling on the difficult aspects instead. Develop a professional side project. Sometimes you need to do something for yourself that can relate to your work. This could be anything from writing blog posts about the service industry to developing a new way of structuring your company. Make the job better. Sometimes there are ways to improve your job so that it goes from terrible or soul-sucking to much more manageable. This may mean having a talk with your boss. It could mean cutting down on your hours and so on. Quite if you can't stand your job. You only live once. Sometimes you really have to just quit the job that is sucking your soul from your body. Start quietly looking for a new job, maybe in an area that you are more suited for, or something you might prefer doing. So, dear students, as a conclusion, my advice to you is be grateful and love your job. If you love your job, the life will never seem boring and difficult for you. Instead, you live and work getting pleasure from your work. So, dear students, that is all about our lesson about how to love your job. I hope you all will revise the learned material and be ready for the next time. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.